The process of photosynthesis is essential to life on Earth. It is the process by which plants, algae, and some bacteria convert light energy into chemical energy, which they use to produce food. During photosynthesis, these organisms take in carbon dioxide from the air and water from the ground, and use the energy from sunlight to convert them into glucose and oxygen. The glucose is used by the plant as an energy source, while the oxygen is released back into the atmosphere as a byproduct. Photosynthesis is a complex process that involves several stages. The first stage is called the light-dependent reaction, which takes place in the thylakoid membranes of the chloroplasts. In this stage, light energy is used to produce ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and NADPH, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, which are used to produce glucose in the second stage. The second stage is called the light-independent reaction, or the Calvin cycle, which takes place in the stroma of the chloroplasts. In this stage, the ATP and NADPH produced in the first stage are used to convert carbon dioxide into glucose. Photosynthesis is important for several reasons. First, it is the primary source of food for plants, which are the foundation of the food chain for most ecosystems. Second, it is the main source of oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere. The oxygen released during photosynthesis is used by animals, including humans, to breathe and survive. Third, photosynthesis is a key component of the Earth's carbon cycle, which helps to regulate the levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Questions. 1. What is photosynthesis? 2. What do plants, algae, and some bacteria use photosynthesis to produce? 3. What are the two stages of photosynthesis and where do they take place? 4. Why is photosynthesis important? 5. How is photosynthesis involved in the Earth's carbon cycle? Vocabularies. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants, algae, and some bacteria convert light energy into chemical energy, which they use to produce food. Light energy, energy that is produced when light is absorbed by an object or substance. Chemical energy, energy stored in the bonds between atoms in a chemical compound. Translation, energia química. Glucose, a simple sugar that is an important source of energy for the body. Oxygen, a chemical element that is a gas with no color, taste, or smell, and that is necessary for life. Light-dependent reaction, the first stage of photosynthesis, in which light energy is used to produce ATP and NADPH. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, a molecule that stores energy in cells and releases it when needed. NADPH, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, a molecule that is involved in energy transfer reactions in cells. Light-independent reaction, the second stage of photosynthesis, in which the ATP and NADPH produced in the first stage are used to convert carbon dioxide into glucose. Calvin cycle, another name for the light-independent reaction, named after the scientist Melvin Calvin who studied it. Stroma, the fluid-filled space inside the chloroplasts where the light-independent reaction takes place. Chloroplasts, organelles in plant cells where photosynthesis takes place. Food chain, a series of organisms in which each one is eaten by the next. Carbon cycle, the process by which carbon is exchanged between living things and the environment. Now you can pause the video and answer the questions.